In this video we will work a little bit with a model. But before we dive into it, we have to understand a little bit about some terminology in ZBrush. ZBrush has some weird way of naming their stuff because it has evolved over the years. The perfect example is a tool, which is simply another word for 3D model, and also a subtool. A subtool is a 3D model, a tool, which consists of several pieces of their own 3D model. So why do ZBrush call a 3D model a tool? So this has to do with their history. Because back in the day, ZBrush was introduced as a 2.5D software. It's like Photoshop in a fancier way. Back in the day, you will have your canvas right here, and if you go to your tools library, down below you will have some 2.5D brushes. If you take like any brush, for example your simple brush, and make some marks on canvas, you can see that those marks has some dimensionality. You can see the reflection on the light, which has a peak on it, and that was the idea of 2.5D. So it's not completely like 3D, but it's not also like 2D. So if I take another brush, for example like the snake hook brush, and draw it like that, you can see a little bit the idea behind it. You cannot rotate your model, and you're kind of stuck here because it's not a 3D model, right? So that was the idea. So those were tools back in the day. They were named tools, and then over the time they added like some 3D primitives. For example, if we take these cubes, which is a tool, and you can make some cubes marks on your canvas. So that's why they call it a tool. So I'm gonna clear like the canvas and draw another cube on the canvas. So alright, the idea was good, and of course they wanted to be able to change the shape of the model, and that's when they introduced the edit mode. So in edit mode, the way you will change like the shape of the model was into the tool menu, and down below there is initialize, and there you can start making some changes. You can choose the size, and based on which model, which primitive you have, you can make like other changes, for example like twist. And once you have like a modified like shapes, you will go back to edit mode, and there you can like make some new marks with a different type of shapes. So when they added the edit mode, they added also the function of sculpting. And if we take like our brush, for example the standard brush, and we sculpt on it, we have this message: to enable sculpting, please convert this 3D primitive to a polymesh 3D. So to convert this to a polymesh 3D, we have to go back to our tool menu and go down below next to the clone button, where there is the make polymesh 3D button. So now you're able to sculpt on it, and then we will switch back to edit mode and draw some new type of marks on canvas. So that was the concept behind like the 2.5D illustration mode and the edit mode. And of course, naturally, when they added those things, they kind of made like the sculpting software, which at the time everybody wanted to do, but they were not successful. So I just wanted to let you know like a little bit about the background and why they named like the 3D model a tool. Alright, now so what is a subtool? So I'm going to explain this with this example. If I go to my light box, and in my tool tab, I will select like this demo soldier. I'm gonna close the light box, clear the canvas, and drag my demo soldier. I'm going to press T for edit mode. I'm going to fit my demo soldier like that. So if I go to my tool menu, and down below the subtool sub menu, we can see like we have like our demo soldier, which is a human, a man, and we have like a hierarchy of all the tools that made like the demo soldier, like his backpack, shoulder, and everything else. So when you select a subtool, also you can see like it becomes like a little bit lighter. I can even like turn on the transparency button mode and have a better visualization of the subtool selected. So when you're using ZBrush, you will use these subtools a lot. So a subtool is kind of like a layer in Photoshop, and in the subtools submenu, you will have bunch of controls related to the subtool function, such as renaming like a tool, duplicating, deleting, appending, inserting. Below you also have other functions such as splitting, merging subtools together, boolean, and so on. Top here we can like customize the interface of the subtool submenu. You can expand or shrink down the visible count. And down you have the scrolling function, which allows you to navigate between subtools. I'm going to turn off the transparent mode, and on each subtools you will have like this visibility mode, which you can like turn off or on. So I'm going to select the top one, which is the human, the demo soldier. I'm going to press shift and click on this eyeball, which going to turn off every subtool's visibility. So it leaves us with only the human. Or you can do this vice versa, shift click and click on the eyeball. It will reveal all the subtools. So if you notice, like even if you turn everything off, you still have like the selected tools on. If you select the shirt, it will like show the shirt, even if like you have like turned the visibility off. And this is going to be based on what you have selected. So let's turn them back all on, and I will turn on the solo function on, and it kind of give us like the similar result as if we like turn them all off. And if you select the shirt, it will only display the shirt, the vest, the backpack, and so on. So this is a little bit confusing and you can get mixed up. So the solo mode is like a sub function of the visibility, and that's one thing to remember. So sometimes you will select a tools and notice that it is out of frame, like you want to zoom and frame it. You can reframe it by pressing F. It will like fit to your screen. For example, if you take now the knee guards, like it is out of frame, like you can't see anything, just hit the F button on your keyboard to be like framing back to your model. If you press F again, it's going to fit to your canvas. If you press F once again, it's going to zoom out. So again, the SubTool subpalette is a way to organize a very complex model. So it's kind of simple and effective way of arranging your model. Our tools, subtools, can be like open, or you can arrange them into a folder. You can turn them off, on. You cannot have a folder inside a folder. They are either like on the open like that, or inside a folder. You can merge subtools together by selecting one subtool you want to merge. For example, with the goggle, we can go down, go to our merge function, and just simply merge down. So our goggle and our brace, sorry, I didn't merge like the gloves and the goggle, and our brace are merged together. But this is a topic we will go deeper in a future video. So you get the idea of a tool and a subtool. So the tool is like this demo soldiers, this project overall, and this demo soldier contains some subtools. If you take another tool, like this skeleton model, and I'm going to select this skeleton model, turn off the light box, and this model contains like various subtool. If I press on the solo mode again, we can select each subtools individually. The subtools can be arranged however like you want. If you want to organize it like this, Latimissus, I'm not like an anatomy guy. If you want to arrange them into a folder, just create a folder down below and simply like put them all into a folder. So in another video I will like explain a little bit like what are all those fancy button is, like the V1, V2, and also like we are going to have a look at all those functions down below. So this video I just wanted to explain a little bit about tools and subtools. Hey guys, if you find this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm currently having a discount for my ZBrush Fundamental Function course for beginners for only $3. This discount will last only until I made all my videos. You will be able to follow me along the journey, and also you will have access to all the contents I've created along with all the materials I've added. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys in the next video.